Hi everyone. Today we are going to be looking at how to automate EMR jobs with Airflow. Okay. In my previous video, I showed you how we can use Python, specifically pandas, to connect to redfin data source. Okay, we extracted the data, loaded that into our S3 bucket, and then also use Python pandas to do the transformation of that data, and then also loaded that in S3 bucket. Okay, immediately that landed in S3 bucket, that triggered a snow pipe which helped automatically run the copy command to load the data into Snowflake. Okay, after which we connected Power BI to the Snowflake table. Okay, we used Airflow that is running in an EC2 instance to automate this process. Okay, I then created another video for you guys wherein I showed you what Amazon EMR is and how you can provision that. Okay, so we did provision that. We connected that to redfin data source wherein we extracted our data and transformed the data. The transformation was done using pyspark that we are running in a Jupyter notebook. The Jupyter notebook was running in Amazon EMR. Okay, and the result, that is the data, was saved in Amazon S3 bucket. Okay, if you have not watched these videos, I encourage you to go and watch these videos right here. Okay, this video and this video. Okay, one thing I also want you to know is that when we had this project, this was manual, it was not automated. Okay, so but in today's video I want to show you how we can automate this process. Okay, how can we automate provisioning Amazon EMR? Okay, how can we automate using the wget command to extract data from the redfin data source? How do we also automate the transformation of the data and then loading the data inside the S3 bucket? Okay, all this we are going to be doing today using Apache Airflow that is running in an EC2 instance. Okay, and then after which the data lands in S3 bucket, that will trigger a snow pipe, okay, which then runs the copy command to load the data inside Snowflake, after which you can connect Power BI to the Snowflake. Okay, now this is how our DAG is going to look like. We are going to have an operator who is going to be an empty operator to start the pipeline, after which we are going to be creating the EMR cluster. Take note, all these are going to be automated. Okay, we are going to be using Airflow to orchestrate all this process. Okay, so when we create the EMR cluster, we need something that should be able to tell us if the EMR cluster has been fully created, and that is where this EMR job flow sensor comes in. Okay, we are going to add a sensor right here. For those of you that have been watching my Airflow playlist, I've explained what sensor is to you previously, but this is going to be specific to EMR job flow sensor. Okay, and then we are going to add steps. So that means we need a step to extract the data from the redfin data source. We are going to add an operator for that. Okay, now if the extraction is completed, we need a sensor that will tell us if the extraction is completed. Okay, and then we are going to be doing a transformation of the data. Okay, this is where we're going to adding the transformation step, and then we need a sensor to tell us that the transformation step is completed. Okay, after which, when we are all done with that, we are going to terminate the cluster, and this is where we're going to be using the EMR terminate job flow operator. Okay, now after we terminate the cluster, we need a sensor to tell us that the cluster has been completely terminated, and that is why we are going to be using the EMR job flow sensor. Okay, are you guys ready for this project? This is going to be an amazing project, guys. So I highly encourage you, watch this first of all to the end. Okay, after which you can then follow again by also coding along. But I highly encourage you to first of all watch it so that you can fully understand what's going on before you start coding. Okay, all right guys, are you excited? Let's get started.